If you do it right, we win.
The Arizona Cardinals limped their way to Dallas this week to take on the Cowboys, who are doing the exact opposite of that. Dak Prescott coming in off his best outing of the year.
This is Dak Prescott from whatever era that you want to name as the best era of his life, because he has been just so good tonight.
4 TDs, rating over 130, 8.5 yards per attempt, 330 yards.
They knew that one from film study exactly what was going to be, and a nearly perfect drive by Dak.
I think he went to CD Lamb before the game and was like, hey, I got to take care of some business this week. Not ignoring you, but we're better when Coop is happy.
That'll be caught at the 11-yard line. Coop getting the call. Amari's been very frustrated of late.
And they are better when he's happy, because when he is, the boys' pass-catching core might be the deepest in football.
Prescott protected well. That's caught. Schultz to the 40-yard line.
Job here by Dak, getting his body turned and back up the field. But man, what a catch by CD.
Fires wide open. Michael Gallup. Gallup looking back, got free down the sideline. For the next thing you know, 41 yards.
Washington's defense has not played the pass well. The Cardinals have. They've played most QBs really well in 2021.
See Isaiah Simmons come off the edge, just going to try to flip it over the top and get an easy completion, but that was almost disaster right there.
But they didn't play on that level against Carson Wentz. It wasn't that they got gashed, but they allowed 8 yards per attempt, rating over 110, no picks, 2 TDs.
Back in the end zone! What a throw! There's Wentz making the play!
On paper, their secondary has 2 corners who can line up against Cooper and Lamb.
It's a protection, and he overshoots his intended receiver, and Robert Alford with a pick. They throw. Oh, it's intercepted. Murphy, touchdown, Arizona.
The weak link, Marco Wilson, allowing close to 70% of passes to be completed, has given up 6 TDs.
There's Demir Bird on a deep completion in front of Marco Wilson.
Arizona's defense really stepped up against Jonathan Taylor, one of the few teams to make him look mortal. Held him to 4 yards per carry.
Squeeze and finish. Can't leave any gaps there. Constant pursuit when you're playing against Jonathan Taylor.
They have not played the run that well for the year, though, allowing 4.6 yards per overall and 4.4 to running backs.
Continue to hand the football off and win the line of scrimmage and pound them on the back end.
They will see plenty of the Zeke and Pollard show. Elliott finally at least breaking his streak of games under 4 yards a run.
Give it to him. Around the left side goes Zeke, puts his head down. He'll blow the horn to all of the rest. He's into the end zone. Big hole through the middle, exploited here to the 17-yard line for Pollard.
So let's talk Kyler now. Murray's play has been at the center of the Cardinals' slide. Last week against the Colts, yards per attempt under 6, rating under 90.
Had a couple wide open receivers, but it falls incomplete and the Colts take over.
Murray has thrown just 2 TDs against 3 INTs during their slump, sub-90 rating in his last 3 games.
Do it. Once Kirk, undercut and broken up. George Odom, what a play!
D-Hop isn't coming to the rescue. Without him last week, the Cardinals' passing attack ended up in the hands of a trio of pass catchers.
Murray steps up, thought about heaving it long. Instead has Kirk underneath. Colts showing pressure and bringing it. They beat it with Ertz and a first down for the Cardinals. Screen. Edmonds got a block, got a first down.
A.J. Green was not one of those 3, though. Just 3 targets, only 1 reception.
Hurried back to the air. Perfectly timed, but thrown low. Looking for A.J. Green, who has been non-existent.
Kirk likely gets Mr. INT. You keep thinking, no way will he get another one. And then Trayvon Diggs does.
Trayvon Diggs staring right back into Heineke's soul. What a phenomenal year this young man has had.
Cowboys defense destroyed Washington in every possible way. Their secondary is holding QBs to a rating in the low 70s now, completion percentage under 60, their yards per attempt allowed figure dropping week by week.
Gets in the throwing lane, taps it to himself. Watch him run the football. He looks like a tailback going down there, leaping over tackling. That's unbelievable.
And that pass rush, 5 more QB takedowns last week. They have too many guys to double.
So many times with DeMarcus Lawrence, you don't get away. It's hard to escape from.
And man, Micah Parsons, another sack.
Now Heineke under pressure once again, and this time it's Micah Parsons. sooner or later you knew you'd see number 11.
Not dropping Doomsday 2.0 just yet, but this D is almost there.
That's what you see out of this Dallas defense. Time after time after time. They don't make the play initially, but they never stop.
Cardinals run game. Murray did break off one big run that helped inflate their stat line along the ground against the Colts.
Murray pulls it on the replay, and there goes Kyler Murray. Bursting free, Kyler Murray!
But Chase Edmonds wasn't able to muster much of anything. Their rushing attack as a whole this year has suffered from efficiency consistency.
Inside the 5, they flip it to Edmonds. Convoy thrown out of bounds by E.J. Speed.
And the Cardinals also have to assume Matt Prater cleans up his act from last week if they're going to have a chance.
Laces out, kick on the way, off the upright and no good.
This is still a great matchup regardless of the vibe being different for each team, and there's plenty on the line. Who you taking? Into the comments section with it. Here's what our group went with.